Peace and harmony, family. Welcome back to my channel. It is your girl Rose, and if you have not already, please make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel, and especially share this episode because this episode or this video is for women, advice for women in their younger 20s, and it's just a couple of things that I wish I would have paid more attention to in my younger 20s. That I didn't think was like a real thing, but as I'm getting older, I'm like, oh, this is some stuff I really should have been like paying attention to. So before we get started, I am drinking or sipping on this Parasite cleanse. So if I'm drinking this and I make a face and I pause for a second, if you take Parasite cleansers, you know, okay? If you know, you know. So I'm gonna be sipping this periodically throughout this video because I'm trying to detox myself, trying to get rid of parasites. I'm really just taking my health more seriously. So before I played this video, I had took a sip, so I had like this bitter taste. So this Parasite cleanse is a bitter. It's very bitter. And then on top of that, I also put oil of oregano in here. Which is, I will not be doing that again. But yeah, so I've been trying to like take this down and stuff. So give me 1 second. Ooh. And this is why I'm going to start with the first one. Advice for my women in their younger 20s. Take your health more seriously, okay? Take your health more seriously. Detox your body, okay? At least 4 times out of the year. Every season change. Detox your body, okay? Seriously, because I follow a sister right now on social media. Shout out to Jalita. With Intrinsic Healing. She is such an amazing, she's like in her early 20s, but she is a raw vegan chef. She is like doing big things out here. Like, she's just truly amazing. And just to see younger women doing those types of things is truly a blessing. So I get to witness that. But I did write down a couple of things just so I won't forget anything. But yeah, and I have a surprise at the end of the video, so make sure you stay to the end, okay? So number 1, take your health more seriously. Especially us in the Black community, we are dying at early ages of heart disease. We are getting diagnosed super early with diabetes, cancer, just all types of things that is happening to our body. And we wait till it's too late to want to take care of ourselves. I am going to be 29 this year. And I don't know, at the age of 28, it was like I had experienced a whole mindset shift on health and just myself, being more serious about myself and where I was going in life and what I wanted my life to be like. And taking care of my health consisted of changing the way that I ate. It's moving more to the gym, doing yoga classes, doing prayer. That's part of taking your health seriously because we need God. So doing a lot of praying, joining a lot of different organizations. Like one I am in right now is called The Real Safe Space, and it seems like wife school to me, but we're learning how to be better women, and it's first starting with us internally, and making sure that we are being true to ourselves, you know, practicing sacred speech, how we're going to react or respond. I'll say respond to certain things versus reacting to it. We're just learning so many different things, how to take care of ourselves, how to take care of our household, just the whole nine. A really great and dope space. We on Clubhouse almost every Saturday at 10 Eastern time. So it's really dope. But take your health more seriously. I cannot stress to you, educate yourself, take you some nutritional classes. I don't care what you do, but tend to your health. Like, seriously, take it serious. Like, you should be caring what you're eating. You should be caring about the supplements that you're taking. You should be studying what they're doing to the food and just everything. You should be looking at clinical studies. I'm not telling you to be going crazy with it, but you need to have a sense of awareness so that you know what's going on with your body. And being able to take care of yourself is a necessity, and what I'm understanding as I'm about to graduate into my 30s. Okay? So take your health more seriously. That means you can get a journal, because I have about 1,000 journals. Okay, you can go to the dollar store and get you a journal, $1.25 now. But you can get you a journal and literally journal for every part of your life that you want to improve, every area in your life that you want to improve. Get you a journal and write down what that looks like to you, what that feels like, you know, how write down the steps to how you're going to get there. You know what I mean? Because those are the things. And it's a really good book. Do I have it in here? No, I don't. But it's a really good book called Atomic Habits. That is a really good book if you really want to improve your everyday habits and you want a different perspective on just the habits that you think you have that are good habits versus the ones that are even better. So take your health and just being more taking initiative with how you take care of yourself. And I'm telling you, it's going to be life altering. Okay, one of the things that I take very seriously is what I put onto my body. I don't do anything with chemicals. I make my own skincare products. I make my own household products, whatever it is. If I can make it and I know the recipe, the formula for it, I'm going to do that versus going to go buy something out of the store that's going to cause endocrine disruptors and all types of just disorders in my home and in my kids. Well, I don't got one, but in my future kids, and even just within myself. Like, I want to eliminate those as much as possible. So educate yourself more on those things so that you can, you know, have a life worth living, you know. So yeah, take your health more seriously. The other one that I have is paying attention to your circle. And I like that one as number 2. I didn't put them in any specific order, whichever one I felt was a necessity in this time. But I feel like paying attention to your circle really go hand in hand with taking your health more seriously. Give me 1 second. It's so bitter. But it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Paying attention to your circle. This is something I wish I would have paid more attention to in my early 20s, because I feel like I was always falling out with women over the smallest things. I've dealt with envy. I've dealt with jealousy. I've dealt with girls trying to be with my man, like, at times. Like, it was crazy. I got stories, but I've just dealt with those things. And when I tell you, as I'm growing and maturing, I legit only have about 3 good friends. 3 legit good friends. And we've been friends for years. I'm about to say decades. It's been a decade, but we've been friends for such a long time. And I realize now at this age why my grandmothers, they only have about two good friends, okay? I get it. I get it, because sometimes we think that people that we meet, because it's such an instant spark, we feel like, oh, these people are meant to last forever with us. And I've come to realize that no, that's not necessarily true. You can have a really good spark with somebody. Y'all can really bond, even just as friends or even your partner. Y'all can have that spark, but that don't mean that this person is supposed to be in your life for a lifetime. It could be a season, and in that season, it's some things, some lessons that you need to learn. And instead of putting everything on that person, take that moment to observe yourself and why these things triggered you that somebody else did. Because what I'm learning now, as I'm graduating into my 30s, because I keep saying that because I'm so excited to be 30, as I'm learning, just through certain situations that I've experienced over the past few months, I used to internalize those things to a point where it had me just all discombobulated. But now I've come to learn to not take everything so personal and realize that, you know, even though we're experiencing things with other people and they're doing stuff to us, or we feel like they're doing stuff to us, what I learned is, even say there's a situation between you and your friend, and y'all go y'all separate ways because there was a misunderstanding of some sort. What I've learned is it's not always about me being the victim. It's about how each party involved is able to grow from that particular situation, whether that person done something to you or whether you done something to that person. I am a true believer that God put people in our life for us to grow, whether that looks like something that's bad that's happened or something where it's a little more like healthier, like you're being challenged, but not in a way that it's hurting you. You know, so I've just learned to really pay attention to the people in my circle. Like, how am I growing with you? Is it through chaos, or are you challenging me to become a better person and showing me ways that I've never seen before, but it's helping me to grow in a positive way? So really pay attention to the people in your circle. Okay, yeah. Okay, so the next one is, I said don't take everything to the heart. Yeah. And you'll realize too, in certain situations, even though somebody has done something to you, sometimes God is using us to help that person grow. You know, especially if somebody do something to you and you completely pull your energy back and you left them where they had you messed up at. A lot of times people will start to reevaluate how their character is and how they're truly moving. And so really you have the power because you're able to walk away. And with you walking away, it's making someone else rethink who they are and their actions and their intentions. But that absolutely has nothing to do with you. And so that's what I mean by don't take everything so personal. I believe everything happens for a reason. Okay, so I ain't telling you to go take them back, you know, for whatever they did. But I am saying that some things happen to teach people lessons. And it sucks that sometimes we have to be the person that teaches them the lesson. So, you know, just don't take anything personal. And I know it's easier said than done, but I've been in plenty of situations where I had to like really sit like, dang, like this really happened. Like I was really feeling him, like, you know, and I just really looked at certain situations, and I had to think to myself like, you know what, God, thank you for showing me, and thank you for using me as well. So we also have to be careful about what we pray about, because what we pray about, it comes true. You know, speaking words are powerful. So Don't take everything personal. The next one is outside validation. Your life is your life, okay? Ain't nobody gonna know how to tell you how to do you. You the only person. You and God is the only person that know how to do you, okay? We can ask for advice from our parents. We can ask from our circles. But sometimes what I'm learning that people give advice based off of projection and then programming. A lot of people are programmed, like still programmed. A lot of people are not free thinkers. Like they're not. And so a lot of times when we get advice from people, it's almost like it's distorted. And then it kind of distorts our direction and where we're going. That's why it's important for you to sit down and write down how you want your life to be. Write down what you see your lifestyle looking like. If you feel like you're going to be a raw vegan, plant eating in the middle of the rainforest in an island or something, and you want to live in sovereignty, if you feel like you want the fast life, you want the rooftop penthouse apartment, whatever, and you want to be a bachelor, bachelorette, like whatever, if you want to be an independent boss woman or boss man or whatever it is, write it down. If you want to be a family woman, family man, write that down. What does that look like? How are you going to get up in the morning? What does that look like? Are you going to be up before everybody, fixing lunch, fixing breakfast? Are you going to be cleaning the house when everybody is asleep? Like, what does these things look like to you? And stick to it, and don't tell nobody your plan. Don't tell nobody your plan. I don't care. I don't care if it's your best friend, your parents, family, whoever. Don't tell them your plan. Do not tell them your plan. Because especially when we're really excited about something and we share that little bit of information to somebody else, we're kind of just, and they say something that we didn't want to hear, it's going to like hurt us. Like, ooh, like it's going to make us doubt what we actually want. So don't look for outside validation on what your life is supposed to look like and what you want it to look like. Because I realized too, I realized the life that I was living in my younger 20s was based upon what my family wanted my life to look like. They wanted it to be a certain way. I had to go to school. I had to go to graduate high school. I had to go to college. I had to go and live this great American dream that I don't know, it just didn't fit for me. It didn't feel right. So I dropped out of college and I started my own business. I lived so many different lives in my early 20s. I was every job occupation you could think of. I swear I was there. I was a server. I worked at fast foods. I was a hairstylist. I was a phlebotomist. Like, I was so many things, and none of those things kept me happy. None of them, because it was not the life that I wanted, that I seen for myself. So again, I've realized that sometimes our parents or our family like to live their lives through us. So that's why I'm big on, I ain't telling nobody my business. So keep your lifestyle to yourself. And I realize that helps me find peace and keep that peace that I do find. So definitely don't look for outside validation. If you want to wear that outfit because it make you feel good, even if it don't match, then wear it, because I'm a full believer in how we dress, how we wear our hair is our expression of who we are. And if you're asking somebody, does this look right or whatever, even though it's making you feel like $1,000,000, it's making your spirit happy, you feel complete and whole, and somebody tell you, no, that don't match, it's ugly, whatever, it's gonna do something to your spirit, okay? Because I'm good for saying, I look good, okay? I look good. I do affirmations in the mirror every single day. I write them down On my mirror, I got sticky notes. I write them down, okay? Get you some. Can't nobody tell you what your life look like, okay? Remember that. Okay, the last one. My nose is irritating. Y'all, this stuff. Ugh. The last one. Slow down. Slow down. Slow down and learn who you are. Don't be so much in a rush to have certain things in order at a certain age, because what I'm learning is even when we do get certain things, we still don't have the level of understanding for it just yet, because we haven't experienced life enough yet. And it's so interesting because I remember a lot of like older women telling me that, like, keep going through life, keep experiencing life, you're gonna start to understand. And I'm at that age where I'm starting to get it, and I'm starting to understand. And I understand it better when I'm going slow, when I'm being patient with myself, when I'm not in a rush to have certain things happen. And when it don't happen, I'm not stressing about it. Versus in my younger 20s, I was dying. Like, I was literally dying because I wasn't able to do something. But I realized I didn't experience life enough yet for me to understand. I didn't have the wisdom. But now, as I graduate into my 30s, I have enough wisdom to understand that taking my time and moving with a sense of purpose, but still in a slow, feminine way, is getting me everything that I desire and what I want. Literally, every woman in my circle right now is either in their 30s or they're in their younger 30s or their mid 30s. And all of them move with purpose, but it's very slow. I kid you not. Everything is done with grace. And me picking up on these habits, I'm seeing where life is starting to be more organized for me. It's starting to come in waves of just different levels of wisdom. And you probably like, girl, what are you saying? But it's like when you start to get older and in your late 20s, early 30s, you'll start to understand what I'm talking about. You're going to come back in this video and you'll be like, you know what, Rose? You was right. I know, girl, because I was there. I was there. But slowing down and learning who I am has been the best gift that I have ever, I ain't gonna say we, slowing down has been the best thing I could have ever done for myself. And it's so hard for me because I'm an Aries, so we don't know what that is. We know go get it done now. You know, we know that. We're very impatient. But to be in a space where I have full control over myself and who I am, and I'm sitting with myself more. I do a lot of yoni steams. I do a lot of herbal remedies to help me connect with myself more. I meditate. I do breath work. I'm out in nature. Like, I'm really learning to enjoy the moment. Every moment matters, you know? So take time to stay present and enjoy it. But yeah, y'all, that's all I have for y'all today in this video. I really hope that it helps. And the surprise at the end is I'm doing an in-person workshop. It's called Mothering with a Purpose. And in this workshop, you're going to be learning how ways to transition into eating clean. We're going to be learning how to make skincare products and household products. We're going to be learning different mindfulness practices and womb practices We're going to be talking about the menstrual cycle. We're going to be talking about the purpose of motherhood and why it is so important. So I am looking forward. This is an in-person class. It's going to be hands-on. I'm super excited. It's in May, May 24th to be exact. I will be putting out more information about that. So definitely follow me on all my platforms, Conscious Rose, and I will be having it everywhere. So I hope to see y'all there. Okay, tell a woman to tell a woman to tell a woman, tell a mother to tell a mother, tell a auntie, cousin, whatever, because it's gonna be a really good event. And with that being said, y'all, like, share, subscribe to the channel, comment below if this video helps. Let me know if you have any questions or your thoughts on anything. I'm here for you. Love you. Mwah.